So growing up on a farm, we always worked. All Saturday we'd be out there building fence, and it's just one of those things. If you want something done, you're gonna have to work for it, and that's one of the things I love about this sport and wrestling is you're going to get as much out of it as you put into it.
We have a group of guys that love to work and love football, so we'll do whatever it takes to make it a state championship. So I really think we're a team that can make a deep run in the playoffs and hopefully make it to a state championship just because of our mentality and our work effort.
They are the most sought-after recruiting talents in tri-state football in the class of 2021. And Kevin Miles feels blessed to have absolutely cornered that market. A power combo in Abe Haerr and Weston King, made better by just how unique each one is as an individual.
Weston's a dude. There's just, I think we have had some guys that play football around here and in Palmyra. Between, Bobby Grunlow, Matt Frankenbach, at the same positions, and I would put him against any one of those guys. I think he's the same type of kid. He's built a little different.
I think it's been instilled for me from day one. My dad's always told me that I'm going to have to work hard for everything I'm going to want in this life. He had me out in the three-point stance, and as long as I can remember, he's like, you're going to have to know the fundamentals at every level you play, and if you want to be good, you're going to have to know those fundamentals and be great at those fundamentals.
The thing with Weston is he just doesn't know how to stop. He was one of those kids, if you followed him on Twitter, and as soon as we got out of school, he was lifting in his barn on the hay bales, and he just doesn't know the word stop. He just works all the time. He pushes too hard sometimes, and sometimes you got to say, hey, dude, you need to back off a little bit. You just need to relax and know that it is what it is. But he's a kid that he's got a motor that just won't stop. He's the Energizer Bunny, and he goes, and he's a lot of fun to have on in your program.
Abe is different. He's just like a freak, I guess, and having that guy kind of to lead that group, what's that like for you, just to know there's a guy who can go up and get anything?
Yeah, always a safety net right there. You can always throw him the ball and then always get touchdowns, so it's always a good help.
You get guys like him that are just good athletes. He's a good basketball player, he's a good football player, good track athlete, and he's one of those guys that you just don't get them very often, that are just good at almost every ball they pick up.
Is there one sport you're not good at?
Well, probably wrestling for sure. I've never tried it, but I'd assume I'm not the best. All this length and probably would get torn apart on the mat, especially by Ross Arch.
He's good in the classroom. He's a respectful kid. You can ask him to do anything for anybody. He won't say a cross word. He's a very spiritual young man. He's just one of those ones that you just blessed. You're just blessed to know him. You're blessed to be around him, and you're just grateful to have him in your program and around your kids every day. You just know that there's nothing he wouldn't do for you, for your program, for your family. You can't ask for a better young man.